your secrets. All your words are safe with me, and I'm hugging you deep in my arm. That's the perfect place to be. And before you calm my storm and agree to be my peace.
Ooh, let me pull this up. Hold on. What's good, YouTube? And welcome back to another video on our channel. Today we're in a new, we got some little scenery going on behind us.
Little vibes.
A little wind.
Mm-hmm.
A little sun. Alright. So today we're going to do, you can tell them what we're going to do.
The how we met story.
No, you got to say it. Today we're going to do.
Today we're gonna do the how you met. Today we're gonna do the how I met Monette.
No.
Today, shawty, we gonna do a story time on how we met.
That was good.
What we doing?
Let's just start from where we actually met at. So a lot of people already know where we met at. Well, a lot of people don't know, but we went to school together. But we didn't know who each other. We knew of each other, but we didn't know who each other was. We probably like walked past each other in the hallway or something like that. But I knew who he was. Yeah. I knew who he was because he was a famous boy in school.
Party looking like a tsunami hit the roof. Fly boy got the juice, I got the proof, you got the news. No sleeve haters, ain't no hangers for your crew. Burning green paper like DFB do.
Man, I was, out of all of them, he was the one I was like, yeah, I like him. I like him. He was real cute. He was real tall, skinny, and he always wore skinny jeans. And they was always sagging to his knees, and he always had on some Converse. Or what was them shoes with the it looked like birds on them, like it had like a plane on it.
A plane?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was some type of shoes. Y'all, it's hot out here. But he used to wear them shoes. He used to be so fine. Oh my! I was so in love with him, but I never had the balls to talk to him. But one day, one of the girls I used to be like real close with, I told her, I was like, girl, he's so fine. So she went and told him. Mind you, he had a girl. Didn't you have a girlfriend at the time when she told you?
I might have.
Yeah, I think he had a girl at the time.
Ashley Bernard.
Damn, we dang dropping.
In PE class came up there and told me. Let's see, I used to see her around, you know, that type of thing. I used to think she was like a tom girl or something, because back then she used to look like a tomboy. I said tom girl. Look like a tomboy. But, you know, I used to see her around. And Ashley told me that, and then I think I told her who, and then she showed me. I was like, ain't no way. Because my issue, I used to hear that you used to be mean as hell.
Oh, no.
Used to be mean. Used to look like a tomboy. I'm like, I don't know about that. I ain't gonna lie.
I was not. I was mean. That's what people used to tell you I was mean.
Yeah.
Who told you I was mean?
That's what they used to tell me. Used to roast. Like back then, I stayed far away from that.
I did used to be roasting the hell out of people. Cause I don't know. I felt like, well, I wouldn't say I got bullied, but people used to treat me weird. Cause you know how like people treat you funny when you look different and your hair texture is different from a lot of other people's. Like I didn't go to school with a bunch of people who had nappy ass hair, but I had a decent quality of hair. Like, or my hair was like I don't know. I guess I got a good grade hair. I don't know, but it really depends on how you take care of it. But yeah, so I used to be roasting people, having a good time. But people, shit, just like them roasting videos you watch right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's how people was roasting people in school. So it wasn't nothing different. I used to always see him around because the girl I used to be friends with is his best friend, baby mama. And every time we go somewhere and it's food involved, and we're going outside, he'll pop out come eat all the wings and then he'll dip. Horrible.
Eat, drink,
And leave.
get out of there.
And then that's how it was every time I saw him. So I was like, you know what? Maybe we ain't like, yeah. So I ain't hear from him for a while. And then I think 2022, I had just moved to my crib and he was at AIT and he DM'd me.
You done skipped the part.
I did?
You skipped. When I put up on you at
at Jordan's house?
At Jordan's house.
So we did chit chat a little bit. He messaged me. He's always DMing me hard eyes and stuff. And one day, like, he pulled up to one of the girls I used to be cool with, because I was living with her. And he came over. We talked a little bit, and then he was leaving. We walked to his car, and y'all, he the type of person, he'll take a bottle to somebody party and then leave with the bottle.
Let me tell y'all something, man. I only did that one time, and that was that night. You know why? Because that was an expensive ass bottle of goddamn rum, Ray and Nephew rum, Jamaican pure rum. I ain't leaving that with them girls. Taking that home.
Ooh, my nose.
Now, if you with my girl already, maybe. Well, hell no.
Hell no.
Taking my bottle back home.
He took the bottle back home and then he left, and then I don't think we talked. I think we did talk after that.
Yeah, I came over there a few times.
You did? When?
A couple times.
I remember you coming
maybe
over
once
one
or
time.
twice.
It was once. You maybe pulled up again. And then I think the last time I seen you was 2021 when I had moved back to Stockbridge, and I was working at Planet Fitness, and I seen him come in there.
Man, I gotta tell that story.
What?
I used to. This is before I went to basic. Yeah, before basic training, I was going to Planet Fitness almost like every other day, trying to get ready and all that. And she used to work there, and I used to walk in there and see her, but she had never say nothing. Like, multiple times I'll go in there. There was one time I brought my partner with me, and then he was like, "Oh, that's Monet over there." Then he talked to you, and then I was like, "Man, this whole time I've been walking in here, and you ain't say nothing."
Cause I ain't the girl to approach men. I don't approach men, baby. You gonna have to come talk to me.
Yeah, I'm the opposite way. Like, I kind of be minding my business, but yeah. And then I think after that I went to basic, and
then when he had came home. I don't think I heard from him when he came home, and then he was in AIT. This was September of 2022. He sent me some hard eyes on my picture, and I was just like, I'm about to go in here to reel this in, because I liked him. He was fine, but also I love a man in uniform, and it ain't got nothing to really do with the uniform. I would rather, date somebody that I know or get to know somebody that I know versus having to get to know all these different new people and just a waste of time. So we talked, we started texting, and then when he finally came home, he pulled up. He pulled up, and then we talked for a while. We dated for a while. We did what adults do. We went out, had some good times, and then we broke up in December of 2022. Was it December or January?
I don't remember the dates.
December, January, one of those. And then around April his homeboy's baby mama, me and her was still tight, and she was throwing her son a birthday party, and I was just hoping and praying that he was not gonna be there. Hoping and
But
praying.
that's crazy. You knew I was gonna be there.
I didn't know you was gonna be there. But y'all, let me tell y'all something. She hit me up, was like, yeah, he here. Da-da-da. I was like, all right, bet, I'm about to get extra fine. Emphasis on the extra. Okay? I got extra fine. Put on this cute little black bathing suit and then put on this blue and white cover up. And when I tell you that cover up, when I walked in there, heads was turning and turning, and his head was turning too, and he was acting like,
don't lie, everybody was licking.
I looked good. Mm-hmm.
And we gotta plug the TMZ picture from that day in here right now.
Yeah. That TMZ picture was hilarious, but like initially, I wasn't going there trying to talk to him because I had kids with me. I had my niece, and then I had one of my other friends, one of my other old friends.
I knew it was gonna happen.
How you know?
Cause everybody was in that small ass pool.
That pool was not small.
It was gonna happen regardless. So like that pool was too small for anybody to try to hide or do their own thing. So we started back off that day. Can't remember what happened after that.
So, I think after that we had got each other's numbers back, and then I unblocked him, and then I was just like, just pull up to my crib. He pulled up. We had a good time. We ate some food, and then I was like, so when you trying to go home? He was like, what you mean? I was like, when you trying to go home? What you gotta do? I know you got something to do. He was like, no, I ain't got nothing to do. I was like, okay. I was like, well, y'all, I'ma just be honest, okay? I asked him, I was like, so, I really want us to, like, be friends, like, friends with benefits. And he was like, nah.
Hell nah.
He was like, nah. He said no.
And that was kind of the first sign for me, man. When I knew that I couldn't just be that, I always knew it was something more, but that day when she came to me with that, like, let's be friends with benefits. I'm like, I can't even do that. I can't do it.
So after he said, no, I can't do that, I was like, then what do you want? Like, because I don't want you to keep wasting my time. I don't want to keep with the game. Like, if we gonna be something, then let's just be something. And
I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all, man. Like, our first year was rough. Very rough. You gotta understand, I'm coming home from a deployment with the most money I ever had. Single,
You mean
AIT. Single. So I was going a little crazy. I was going crazy, but the whole time, it was me, like, kind of like weighing my options at the time, because that's when we first started getting serious. But I was still a little wild boy for a little minute. But I always found myself attaching to her more than any other girl. So she kept me, like, I ain't gonna lie, man, she was the one, like, pushing for us to get married. And it was, for me, like, I ain't know if I was ready. But I sat and thought a little bit one day. I sat and think. I'm country as hell, but I thought a little bit, you know, and I'm like, damn. Like, she really down for me, dog.
We're gonna get out of this country ass town, these bugs.
I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town.
But she down for me, you know, and I wasn't perfect. But one thing we was doing back then was sitting and talking about everything, like the darkest secrets, everything. And to me, that's like the most important thing. Cause like I'm a guy, like I grew up, I just go about life by myself for real. I don't tell people my problems, nothing, you know. So I done told her like some of the most deepest of my secrets early on. So throughout that whole year, we was already like opening up and learning each other, you know. Some geese just flew in. That was fire.
Oh.
But yeah, man. You got anything else?
Well, yeah. I didn't expect for it to go anywhere. From that day in my apartment, from that day I actually come over, I didn't expect for it to go anywhere, to be honest. But God got other plans, and I remember one day, when we started getting serious, we were reading the Bible and stuff, and like he was just like, I don't want to read the Bible, like, I don't want to read it today. And God, I literally told God, I said, God, I'm not reading the Bible with this man no more. And God literally said to me, yes, you are. That's your husband. Yes, you are. And sometimes, I realized that, you know, sometimes like God will do things for a specific reason. It was something he needed from me, and it's definitely something that I needed from him. And as hard as it was to move forward after us already going through something, from after us already breaking up December, January, I was just real like skeptical about a lot of things, but we got through it, and we made it work, and we got married. And
man, the time period is crazy because all the stuff we was going through that year, when it came down to December, because y'all don't know, but we got married in December 2023, and I was deploying January 2024. So we get married, and just like that, I'm gone.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother story.
We can talk about that. We can talk about how marriage was rough during deployment, and I feel like we're gonna talk about that more in depth in another video, because I feel like there's a lot of people that could definitely use some advice or whatever the case is. But just how we met and how we got here is just a story within itself, and it's really crazy.
One thing I can tell y'all, man, God gonna put somebody in your life when you least expect it, dog. Because thinking about our story, I did not see it coming.
And truthfully, before God told me he was my husband, we ended up going to church with his mom. And then once I got a prophetic word from Prophet Samson, that's when God started talking to me. And God was like, nah, that's your husband. I'm just like, and then you remember that day we found that piece of paper that had like a list of everything that I wanted in a husband, and it was exactly what you was.
Exactly me. Crazy.
That was nuts. So yeah, that's how we met. That's how we got here.
That's it, y'all.
That's it. We ain't got nothing more to tell y'all unless y'all want to know anything else.
It's hot as hell out here, y'all.
Out here. It's hot as fuck, actually. Jesus Christ. Sweating in places I shouldn't be sweating. Look at all the birds. Y'all, we really hope you guys enjoyed, you know, getting to know how we got here and how we met. And hopefully you guys want to learn more about us. I know it's super cliche to do it how we met and stuff like that with, couples, but we want y'all to know what's in and out. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
If y'all want us to get into the nitty gritty, we need at least
100 likes. 100 likes. That's it. Just 100 likes. If 100 people watch this,
100 likes.
And 10 more subscribers.
And 50 comments.
But y'all don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so y'all can be notified.
Like, comment, subscribe, and
Yo.
yeah.
And hit that notification bell so y'all can be notified when we post.
We out here sunbathing for y'all, man.
Oh God, look, I'm about to be. Look at it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I ain't about
jump
to
in the damn pool.
All right, y'all, we are out of here.
Keep God in your life, fuck nigga.
Y'all do put God first. How you gonna say God and then the F word? Like, you can't drop God and the F bomb.
Keep God in.
All right, guys, we love you. Bye.